Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandrago's Cave. Today we are gonna be drawing Uta from One Piece Red movie, okay? I wanna do a chill chat today, okay? Basically talking about how, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, Uta breaks the story. Uta is a character that we know from the movie. We know, I'm not gonna go into analysis of the movie for this specific video. I am not gonna go into analysis of Uta or Shanks or Luffy in particular. I'm gonna see if I can argue here how, in my opinion, she shouldn't have been done canon, okay? We know that the movies, like there are like 17, 18, 20, 100 millions of movies at this point already, but we know that the movies in general are not canon. Oda every now and then says, oh, by the way, Shiki from A Strong World is canon, Uta from Red is canon, okay? But the actions happening in the movie, the scenes happening in the movie are not, okay? So we have an idea of Luffy since very young, that he is basically an abandoned kid. Okay, I have a very deep theory that I'm gonna put here about Luffy's dream and kind of trying to unravel what's the dream. Basically, we have seen Oda touching many topics regarding discrimination, regarding loneliness, regarding slavery, regarding many controversial issues in the real world, okay, that he kind of explains in his own way of manga and comedy sometimes, and you know, trying to address the issues, trying to express the life of the artist. You are a manga artist or a traditional painter from the 1500, doesn't matter, the art is made to express yourself, okay? So basically, what we see with Luffy during the whole story is that he is a guy, when he is a kid, that he is alone, he has no parents as far as we know, he is there on his own, and we learn that at the beginning of the story he takes Shanks as a reference figure. Let's say, you could even say as a father figure. Recently, in one of the latest Elbaf episodes, Nami says an ugly comment that Luffy didn't like and about Shanks, and Luffy at that point answers to her like, "Oh my God, would you like me to say those things about Bellemere?" Like in that scene, kind of Oda remembers or reminds us that yes, Luffy may have even Shanks as a figure father there. And there's nothing wrong about it, okay? I like this kind of concept, and even Shanks wasn't with Luffy all the time. He will go to visit him every now and then. He can have this reference, okay? It's something good for him because it made Luffy want to become a better person, do things, help people, and everything, okay? We know that he has a good heart, okay? Luffy has a good heart. So, how Uta breaks the story, in my opinion, is by showing up as another or the only daughter of Shanks, that obviously not by blood, but he adopted her when she was very little. Shanks found her, and she was for a period of time in Shanks' crew as a musician. She will sing, she had the fruit already and everything, the Uta fruit as well, and until that point that she left, she didn't come back, and she stayed in Elehia, that is where the movie is happening, etc. And yeah, that is irrelevant for the video, the concept of that she stayed in the other island and blah blah blah. The concept is that she never came back. She was with Shanks all the time. she went to Foxia village, where Luffy is from, and in theory, as far as we know, and she befriended, in some sort of manner, Luffy when he was a kid, okay? In that video that I put you there, my thought, my struggle with the movie is a good movie, okay? It's a general, non-canon, okay movie that I enjoyed. I express as well in one of my videos that I'm gonna put here as well, the Tot Musica Intangible One Piece, how this is a very important point in One Piece, in Eiichiro Oda's story of start to implement the phantasmagoria and the religions of the world with the Tot Musica monster or creature or god, and how now we are seeing Gorosei, Imu, God's Knights, Luffy's Nika, many things like this, okay? So, Uta befriends Luffy, but Luffy, as far as we know, has a lot of struggle when he was a kid, when he's brought to the bandits, to live with the bandits, with Dadan, and he meets Ace for the first time, and later following him, he meets Sabo as well. What we see with this, and I explain it very, very deep in that video, is that the problem with Luffy, and the problem that he wants to solve, in my opinion, after many years watching the series, is the loneliness. He wants to help or avoid people to be alone. He wants to help the people who is alone. He wants to make everyone feel that they have someone, that they are not alone. This is the struggle of Luffy as a kid. He doesn't even know he has a father. When we see him talking to Garp in Water 7, at the end of Water 7, that Garp shows up, breaks the door in a punch, and they learn the reveal that he is a high-ranked marine, and they are ready to fight and everything. But the thing is, by doing this, Oda every now and then remarks, hey, remember that Luffy has no family, he has no blood family, or if he has blood family, it's never been in his life, let's say, in his immediate life, he's been taken care by other people, and he took other people as mother, like Dadan, for example. I would say that's the reference for mother in Luffy, in Ace, and in Sabo. And as well, we see this with Luffy's relationship with Ace. Ace got upset at some point when Luffy is following him at the beginning all the time, and he said, stop following me, why are you following me, even if you die, you are risking your life, because Ace is crossing the jungle at that point, and there are a lot of wild creatures there that obviously Ace can fight or is able to fight or start fighting, but Luffy not. Luffy is just a very meek kid at the point, and at that point we know already that he has already promised to Shanks that he's gonna be the king of the pirates and everything. We need to remember that if the Uta character is canon as confirmed, for example, in the story, it is indeed breaking Luffy's point at the beginning, because Luffy cries like a baby there, and you know, Ace is always joking like, my god, you are a crybaby, like he's joking with Shirahoshi. That's why he is so strong with Shirahoshi crying, that's why he is so strong with Momo crying, and he is basically, he learned through loneliness to be strong, like many of us, many people, okay? And how can you have that discourse, that feeling, that kind of storyline for the character in Luffy after the Red movie, if we see this kind of brotherhood that he has with Uta? Shanks is coming, he's asking about Uta. Where is Uta? Uta, let's go and play. Oh, Uta, let's go and fight. Let's go and sing. Let's do these things. all of these things that he is doing with Uta and befriending Uta and everything, and then we learn that this is happening, before Luffy meets Ace, and as well during, until she stops coming with Shanks anymore. So when I watch the movie, I have to say that I enjoy the movie as a standalone project, as a thing that we have there, like any of the other movies or any of the other OVAs that we have as well, that I love them. But when I saw that Oda confirmed it as a canon character, it was a little bit of a fluke in the storyline for me. Okay, I understand no one is perfect, and I understand that there is always gonna be things in One Piece and in every story that I like in everything, that I will not understand or I will not comprehend. Okay, and I will say, I didn't like this bit, but to be honest, this is such a major point in the story. Here that I love One Piece and I never complain about One Piece. In normal basis, I will never complain. On the contrary, I'm always praising Oda's work, praising the development of the character. I'm always kind of taking in reference One Piece to even develop my own things, like learning from One Piece to be able to be a better artist myself, drawing, writing, and creating worlds and creating content. And it kind of bothered me, and I want to know your opinion. I want to know your opinion because maybe I got it wrong. Even if you say no, look, it happens that let's recalculate a little bit here. Okay, no, it happens that for example, Uta is only after he already met Ace, and yes, they are friends and this and that. Doesn't matter if it is after or before. The feeling of loneliness, I think, is what is driving Luffy to be as well so easily friends with everyone. And he wants to take Zorro on board straight away as well, because he is naive as well. He's honest, he's a good person, but he's naive in that aspect, like he doesn't trust that that guy is gonna be bad, for example. Okay, and I think it is a clash. The story of Red, obviously supervised by Yoda and everything, it is made by another team. It's not made by Oda himself. He can have some parts for the movie because the Uta concept, the Shanks moments in the story, all of these things are to basically pump. I'm gonna add already 0.2, okay, to the drawing. It's already done to pump the story with Luffy, to pump the story of Shanks, to basically give Shanks more epic moments or nice screen time that he's not much in the movie either, but he does a couple of things, at the end. But basically, Shanks is a very big character, and a very big character for Luffy. And I think, to be honest, if I have to say honest, one of the things that I didn't like much with One Piece, it will be the concept of making this girl, Uta, canon for the story. I don't think Luffy needs her for his development. I understand that this may have been something very nice, or maybe requested by maybe producers or marketing team, or saying maybe it would be interesting to add a girl to this kind of part of the story. It would be interesting to add someone connected to Shanks to this story as well. I understand it and I respect it, and it's good, but don't make it canon, or if you are making it canon, keep an eye on how are you making it canon. Only if this development of character for Uta and this friendship with Luffy would have happened actually after, when we know that Luffy is already friends with, or brothers with Ace, with Sabo, when Luffy starts behaving more friendly with the bandits, and the bandits are treating him like basically like a son as well, keeping an eye on him and being, you know, worried about him. When we have Makino as well, and the other guys there in the village and everything. So if you are telling me that you will show her later, or you will show her when Sabo is dead and Ace has already left, for example, with the promises done, but all the crying in the Luffy, Ace, and Sabo flashback and everything, it makes no sense. Because Luffy wasn't alone then anymore. Luffy had this friend that decided to not come back, and Luffy cried again, and Luffy was sad again, but he had friends. He had friends that we could say friends there at that point. Maybe I am heavily mistaken on this. Maybe it can be as well. Maybe the follow-up in Luffy's story is not gonna go about loneliness. It's gonna be about something completely or entirely different, and I would accept it. But at the moment, that is my opinion about Luffy's dream, about not being, not allowing people to be alone anymore, to have someone next to you that can be your brother or be your nakama, protect you, help you when you need, and assist you when you need. All those things, for me, is what Luffy is doing all the time in all the sagas that we are going, okay? And if you think about it, why modify that point of Luffy's life? That kind of is an inflection in the story of the character. Why modify that if that is what we actually see in every single character? Luffy goes and befriends Bibi. Luffy goes and befriends Shirahoshi. Luffy goes and befriends Momo. All of them are like this. So I didn't like much this concept of making her canon. I want to know your point of view. I want to know your opinion in this. I want to debate, okay? So if you have any kind of different opinion or different view or different reflection on this, please feel free to put it in the comment section down below here at the bottom. We can discuss it, we can talk about it, and yeah, we know as well Sabo's reaction and Luffy's reaction when they meet in Dressrosa. How Luffy cried, obviously, and that is irrelevant for what actually happens here. Like even if with the existence of Uta or without the existence of Uta, we would have had a sadness reaction with Luffy, with Sabo, a very emotional thing because the dead, they thought they were dead, and Sabo wouldn't be able to remember Luffy either. So it's something very hard for a character. It's something very uncomfortable for a character. And remember as well that we are in this point in One Piece where Luffy is not even 20. Okay, you can lose a friend, you can lose a brother, you can lose a person that you love when you are a kid, and it hurts. But it happens the same when you are an adult, and it hurts as well. Even if you are more experienced in life, those things of loss, it will affect you. And I see it made a little bit. Originally wasn't planned for the movie. I want to believe originally wasn't planned for the canon concept. I wanna think that. and because of the traction and because of the boom, because it was a success, there was even a mini comic given when you were gonna go and watch the movie to the cinemas. They were giving you a mini comic of some parts of the story and everything with Uta, and it is good. It is good, but that part. That pattern I don't like it. So this is one of those few times in One Piece history, I would say, that you will see me saying that I didn't like one thing, or I don't share the outcome of a character. We are not gonna see anything else about Uta in the story. I'm gonna add a little bit of color, okay, while we talk, because we're doing a nice progress, and we're almost there. Today as well, as you can see, I didn't have a general talk. I didn't want to go through a general talk of the character. I wanted to focus in a specific point, of why, for me, the character it shouldn't have been made canon, and I didn't want to go into what's the story about, where is Uta going, and all these things. I just wanted to basically point this out, see if there is other people out there that is sharing my opinion, or is sharing my view on this. I think let's sharpen a little bit this one. This is red, pink, almost. I don't know. It doesn't have like a specific name, this color, but for the hair, okay. But yeah, I wanted to make a video about Uta, about this kind of connection with Luffy for a very, very long time. I saw the movie, I enjoyed the movie, and then I was thinking, like, oh my god, now he has made this canon, and this is interesting, it's nice, I like the movie, but and I like the character, I like Uta as well, but first of all that, second of all, her power is so OP. She is so powerful with the fruit that she has, that she can basically destroy the entire world. She can be very, very challenging. Well, she is actually a very challenging opponent, a very challenging character to handle in the movie, in the story, and obviously you see the intervention of multiple groups, multiple people, even Shanks needs to intervene and everything to stop all this madness, but it is too strong for that point, and it is too unnecessary to make her canon. That is my opinion. Character design wise, I like her, this kind of K-pop look, the concept of the singing. I always liked, movies that are singing and things like this. I always liked as well. I've seen some videos of K-pop, or in League of Legends as well. They have these groups, one metal group, one K-pop group, and everything, and the video clips and everything, and the scenery that they prepare, how they the scenes that they make and everything is very nice. I like it. And the power itself is nice, and we are able to see cute Sunny, cute as well, Blueno as well, and it is interesting. It is interesting concept, interesting movie, and beautiful relationship. What they are trying to create there with Uta and Shanks, and giving Shanks a little bit more of good guy vibes, fraternal vibes, and everything. And it is interesting. Okay. Let's see. I have this green that I think is quite similar. This green Alpino brand. For these little PCs that we have, I think, yeah, it is actually this exact color. That is very nice, that I had this one there, like this, here a little bit, and I believe, maybe I done an extra line, I done an extra line here, so we will paint it just like this, and that's it. This is white, and that's gonna be purple as well, here on the side. I think we kind of have almost all the colors. I need to add a little bit more of red here to the shoes, and to these decorations for the shoes as well. I have to say as well that you can see a lot of reference from the Red movie being used in the Egghead saga, specifically in the type of design for the clothing, in the type of style, in the type of, these baggy clothes and everything, and it is nice. I like it. It's looking good. This is looking very nice. I think I'm just gonna add a little bit more of tones around, and we are almost there, okay? Obviously, I wanna add a little bit of black like I always do. I don't wanna do as much as I done in the previous One Piece video, analyzing 1142 and talking about the water and everything, because I have to recognize that sometimes I use it a little bit too much and I go to a darker design. I'm gonna put that video there as well. Very, very interesting analysis of the 1142 episode that I have there, and conversation about the Wotans, and conversation about giants and different races and everything. Very nice. But it is true that I went a little bit overboard in drawing that character, and it came out, for my taste, a little bit too dark in colors, a little bit muddy, because I used a lot of browns, I used a lot of kind of yellows, different browns, different darks, and we went a little bit overboard there, but it's okay. This is more pinky, kind of chewing gum color, and a little bit more K-pop and oriental culture as well. I'm gonna maybe not do too much dark, just maybe lines around like this to define some of the parts, and obviously here I will do in a second with how is it called, with a fine liner, just a little bit here, okay, to define these pieces as well. I have to say I'm enjoying a lot making the videos. The channel is growing very nice, very beautifully. I think we reached around 110 subscribers. Thank you very much everyone for being there, following, watching the videos, commenting, subscribing, sharing it. I have to say I've seen it in multiple, I've seen videos of mine in multiple platforms shared and everything, and I like it. It's very nice. I've been doing as well some extra sketchbook tours that I'm gonna put here, a sketchbook tour as well, so you can have a look. I've been doing as well some sort of mini lessons, so if you want to learn how to draw basic faces, basic bodies, basic shapes, you can click here and watch one of the videos, the first videos of this kind of mini project, so you can learn a little bit about that as well. Doesn't matter how old you are. I have done this as a teacher, as a lecturer in multiple institutions, at multiple levels. It's been always well received. There is people who appreciate this kind of learning activities, and if you want to, you don't need any kind of previous experience to be able to achieve something drawn with these kind of mini activities that I'm putting there. It's gonna take you 5 minutes. You only need pencil, paper, and pen, and what the things I use here, and as well, not any kind of specific brand, not any specific quality, just whatever you have around. It's gonna be good, it's gonna be enough, and you are able to have something done, to learn a little bit of drawing. And I want to debunk a little bit with this exercise. Once you have done it, you will see this concept of, oh no, I'm not good at drawing, or I would never be good at drawing. That is not true. Just with a little bit of practice and a little bit of instructions, you can do whatever you want. And kind of emphasize a little bit with that other video that It's a nice exercise that you can do with your kids. You can just watch it first maybe, and then watch it later with them and try to do the activity with them as well. Or one of those days that you are at home bored, you don't know what to do with them because it's raining maybe outside and you don't have anywhere that you can go and spend the Sunday afternoon. There you have a drawing that I put there in the links that you can see in the show more section as well, in a little bit bigger, and I'm sure they will enjoy it. There is a couple more in the Inktober section that you can find as well about doing mini activities, and more that I'm gonna be putting up. Okay, the face, the mouth, I would like a little bit more the teeth white, so I'm just erasing a little bit here to define this. You see, now I like it more like this. Like this, I like that. I painted it a little bit too dark. But I think we are done. We finished for today. This is very nice. I made my point quite straightforward. I don't think she should have been made canon. I don't think the canon way works with the relationship with Luffy as the relationship that he had with Ace and Sabo afterwards, and the concept of loneliness. I think it breaks the story. I think Uta breaks the story of Luffy in that aspect when he is a kid. And if he actually had this person as a friend, on top of Ace, on top of Sabo, before or after, it will make no sense. It will make no sense that he will behave like he behaves later, because all of the things that Luffy does to help everyone and to assist everyone and to fight for everyone is so they are not alone, they are able to eat, the things that he was missing when he was a kid. And I think that is the ultimate goal that we are going to see with Luffy, and it is explained in that other video that I put at the beginning of this video. And yeah, so let's sign. Okay, this is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandragon's Cave. I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you enjoyed the theory. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and send to your nakamas to see if they may like this video as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much, bye!